sixth graders, here we go. Part 4 of your Citizens of the World project. This one, we will be focusing on economy. So we'll be exploring economy. The format is exactly the same as your past 3 sections. Okay, 4 slides are there. 3 are that you have to complete. The 4th is optional. Okay, be sure you read all the slides first before you answer them. Make sure you answer those questions you come up with. We'll talk more about that when we get to that slide, but let's get to those slides, okay? Okay, first slide, same thing. The only thing that's different is the title, okay? Again, remember to read the slides, especially the rubric. Look what we're looking for, okay? Ask me if you have any questions with an email or request a video chat, okay? So that's this slide. Next slide. Okay, suggested start date is today, Monday, April 27th. Suggested completion and turn-in date is Thursday, April 30th, at Thursday. Okay, 1 slide a day. If you do 1 slide a day, this will be easily handled. Okay, if you want to do more, that is up to you. But your teachers, we don't want you working more than about 20 minutes a day on this. If you want to and you're fine with it, go ahead. Suggested turn-in date is Thursday. If you don't turn it in by Thursday, email me when you do turn it in so I can change the I in hack to your grade. I explained on the Monday video about what the I is and what it means, okay? Next slide. Use these same resources. Stay to these 3 resources. If for some reason what you need to find is not on these resources, which it should be, go to your country's official website first. If you can't find the information there, email me and I will okay the site that you want to use. Do not use any sites without my permission, or it's the official country website, or it's these 3 sites that we've linked for you, okay? Same sites, so this slide is pretty much the same you've done, but again, questions, email me, request a video chat, or Wednesday we'll have a Google Hangout. Okay, so this one is your rubric. 3 points for each section. Okay, same that we've been doing. Most of you have been getting those points, those 9 points. If you don't, look at the comments that I put on the slides, fix them, resubmit it to me, and I will change the grade to fix what you get with your fixes. Remember, you have to turn it in. If you do not turn it in, I can't grade it. Okay? Again, this is a link to a timer. If you want to time yourself, 20 minutes the most. Okay? I mean, you know your pace. But if you're getting frustrated and it's hitting about the 20-minute mark, just stop. Okay? Don't move on to next slides. If you do 1 slide a day, you can handle it no problem. Here's the question. Remember, we're looking at globalization and trade. And the way we look at an economy is, what are their natural resources? What are the things that they naturally produce? Okay, what is their agriculture like? Do they have trees or lumber? What are their natural resources? Things that they grow or raise, like cows or sheep. What do they manufacture? These are the things that they make. Okay, what do they need to export and import? What kinds of things don't they have in their country that they need to get? That's import. What kinds of things do they make and they want to sell to other countries? That's export. Okay, so look at what they need to import and export. Finally, how do they use the land for agriculture? What do they grow? What percentage of the country is dedicated to agriculture? Okay, again, these should be in those sites. If not, go to the country site or ask me for permission. So those are the 3 things there. Check your notes from our economy unit if you don't remember these things. Then stop. Don't go to the next slide until tomorrow. Okay? Again, here's a link to 20 minutes. Here's the questions. What are major occupations and jobs? So what do the people in your country do for a living? What are the jobs? You don't have to list them all, but don't just list one. What are the major jobs in your country? Okay. Don't be general either. Don't say manufacturing and our agriculture. Tell me what kind of farming they do. Tell me what kind of manufacturing. Instead of manufacturing, do they make cars? Okay. Do they make computers? Is it not agriculture? Is it wheat farming or dairy farming? Okay. So be specific on what the major occupations are. What is the currency they use? In the United States, we use the dollar. Okay. So what type of money do they use? What is the name of their money? Now, here's a challenge. You don't have to do this, but if you're curious, how much is their money worth to our money? Okay, that you can do in a Google Convert. That'll let you convert on Google. You type in one of their money, whatever it's called, and you say you want it in US dollars. That's just a challenge. Might make your presentation when we get to it a little more interesting. Any questions? Email me. If I went too fast, go back, watch this section again. Okay? When you're done with this slide, stop. Don't go on to it until Wednesday for the next slide. The next slide, you got 20 minutes again. This is a link to your 20-minute slide. This is where you come up with your questions. Don't tell me you don't have any questions. This section, as it was in the other sections, is for you to come up with things about your country's economy that we haven't asked already that you think we should know. Then answer those questions. A lot of you are just writing the questions and not answering it. If you look on the slide, it says create the questions and answer the questions. So 2 questions of something that you want us to know about your country. Okay? Stop. If you do not want to do the optional section, you do not need to do this, and you can turn this in and turn it in on Thursday. If you want to do the optional section for some more information about your country, or you're just curious about your country, this is the slide for Thursday. You have a 20-minute link here, and these are the questions. What is the wealth distribution? Which means who has the money, who doesn't have the money. Okay. What is in the upper class, the middle class? How many poor people or what they consider poor in your class? Okay. Who owns most of this stuff? Is it private people? Is it major corporations, meaning businesses? Who owns the manufacturing and the farms in your country? What countries do they trade the most with? Okay, think of the United States. Who do we trade the most with? We trade with Europe and we trade with Japan. We trade with India. We trade with China. Who does your country trade the most with? Excuse me. I kind of am sorry we didn't get to do the trade grain because that would have helped you understand this section a little bit more. But that's what this is here. And finally, how has trade affected or influenced the people of your country? Have people gotten wealthy because of trade? Have the way they thought, the way they dressed, the way they eat food? Okay, think about our country. We started trading with China. Now we eat Chinese food. We trade with Mexico. We eat Mexican food. Okay, car manufacturers, the people who own them get wealthier because they are able to trade the cars with different countries. So how has trade influenced or affected the people in your country? If you can't find these answers, go to your country website or email me and say, I need to go look at this site. And I will locate it if I think it's okay. When you're done with it, okay, stop, turn it in, and you're done for this week for part 4. And then we'll move on to part 5, culture, next week. Okay, so email me if you have any questions, request a video chat. Wednesday, we will do another Google Hangout. I will put the link in the Google Stream first thing Wednesday morning. Please come and ask your questions or just hang out if you want to see what other questions that people have from all of the 6th graders, not just 6-1. All the 6th graders are invited to this help session on Wednesday. It will be 9:30 to 11 again, okay? Otherwise, I can't wait to see the work that you turn in. Please email or request a video chat if you have any questions. Okay, get to work.